Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we're playing some Gruul Prowess. So this has got a lot of new cards, particularly from Bloomburrow, because there's a lot of mice and kind of mice matters, which is an odd thing to be saying, effects in this kind of deck. So we've got a lot of new cards from that set. And Prowess has been a strategy which has been quite powerful in the format for some time now. So we'll just run through some of those. So we've got Heartfire Hero, which is definitely an all-star recent addition. 1/1 for 1 with Valiant. So whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. So this can very quickly grow out of control and then potentially be doing 4 or 5 damage in combat, and then the same again when it's dying. So yeah, the opponent will struggle to deal with that once it hits a certain size. And we've got a Paw Patch Recruit. So this is a 2/1 for 1 with Trample, and it has Offspring of 2. So if you pay 2 when it comes into play, or when you cast it rather, you get a 1/1 token copy of it. And this says whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control other than that creature. So that's a good way of kind of deflecting away what the opponent's up to. And if you have kind of offspringed them, you can kind of do one, they target one, you can give the counter to the other, etc. Then we have Emberheart Challenger, 2/2 with haste and prowess, so another mouse. And this also has Valiant, but when it becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, you can exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card, so it's got a kind of card advantage thing going on. Manifold Mouse, so another mouse, this time also with Offspring, but you can, at the beginning of combat on your turn, you can give any mouse you control double strike or trample. Obviously, if you have both of those because you've paid the Offspring cost, then you can do both. And then Innkeeper's Talent is our final new card. So that's one of the class enchantments, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Obviously, that then triggers all of the Valiant effects. At the second chapter, permanents you control with counters on them have Ward 1, and 3 and a green for level 3. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many of each of those kinds of counters instead. So that synergizes very nicely with what we're trying to do. And then the rest of our deck you will recognize as the kind of the prowess enablers or the valiant enablers, the things which grow our creatures. So Ancestral Anger, obviously a good one for replacing itself. Monstrous Rage, Reckless Rage. These are all good 1-drops which can just help punch through the opponent's defenses. Then we have Kamano Faces Kakazan, very, very good 1-drop. Helps grow the next creature that you play as well. Monstrous Spear, obviously one of the best prowess creatures in the game, and a Spikefield Hazard for some additional removal as well. And then Slickshot Show Off, one of the best creatures to be printed in recent times. 1/2 with haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +2/+0. So, and you can also plot it, so you can plan some very, very big and explosive turns. Then a couple of Questing Druids, which not only give you some card advantage from the adventure attached to it, but also once it's down as a creature, all of these red spells that we're playing will help it grow and grow beyond what the opponent can hopefully deal with. So yeah, everything is either a 1 or a 2-drop. Obviously, there are certain cards where if we draw them later in the game, we can cast them for more. Then we have a relatively slight number of lands, as you'd expect in a deck like this. But plenty of dual lands, a few of the new Verge lands as well, and then some creature lands. And we have a Rockface Village, which is also a kind of relatively new addition, which can help grow our mice creatures as well in the sideboard. So we're running Giganthra in this deck. It is a deck which allows us to do that. Lithomantic Barrage, Torch the Tower, good additional removal spells. Pick Your Poison is obviously a very versatile removal spell for artifacts, enchantments, or creatures with flying. Less, I would say, less kind of ubiquitous since Vein Ripper got banned, but still a good card. Shaper Sanctuary, helping us draw our way out of opponent's removal. Magebane Lizard, so this This is an interesting one. So this is basically to shut down things like Izzet Phoenix, just kind of making the opponent suffer for having cast too many spells. A couple more Questing Druids, and then to Wear Down, which is a good sideboard card. Excuse me, it's a good sideboard card for enchantments and artifact removal, and we can gift a card to destroy 2 artifacts or enchantments as well if we particularly need to. So yeah, that is the deck. Should be interesting. We should get through a fair few matches because you're trying to win these games very, very quickly when you're playing a deck like this. So yeah, let's go on to the ladder, see how we go on with this. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, hit those like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. Always appreciate the support, and yeah, let's get to it. So as I'm recording this, we've just had the first few spoilers for Pioneer Masters, which is coming out in a couple of weeks. Very exciting. So I think by the time this comes out, you'll have seen a fair few more, I would imagine. But we've seen Bring to Light, which is obviously great. Glade Cover Scout, kind of the hexproof enabler for the enchantments deck. Urborg is coming, so that's really good. Obviously we've seen Hidden Strings. Yeah, so looks really promising so far in terms of what we're getting out of that set. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with those cards. See, this is quite annoying actually, just because this won't produce any green mana. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to get rid of that. Okay, this is a better hand, so let's pop back Spikefield Hazard for now and just get Swift Spear into play. Okay, that's a problem. So the opponent may well be playing Phoenix here. Sadly, we now have no targets for our stuff, so let's just get an Innkeeper's Talented to play and hope that we can draw some more creatures. It's not like we have a huge shortage of creatures in this deck. That is not one of them, so we'll stick Gigantha in our hand. Okay, so yeah, there's Phoenix number 1. Yeah, Artist Talent is a very, very strong addition to this archetype. 2 Phoenixes is grim. Let's just hope. Yeah, okay, good. They didn't have any targets for their red spells. I mean, we don't have any creatures, so it's not like we're doing much better. Not discarding anything. Well, that's concerning, isn't it? I assume they have something like a Treasure Cruise in hand. Okay, Thing in the Ice is not... Oh, gods. Okay, I'm going to have to target there. I mean, I'm not happy about this one tiny bit. We do have a fair density of creatures in this deck. We've just drawn entirely the wrong half of it. Yeah, let's scoop this up. So, sideboarding against Phoenix. I think we obviously want Torch the Tower. Pick Your Poison is okay. I mean, it doesn't get rid of them forever, but I think we want Magebane Lizard. Shaper Sanctuary is also good. Okay, let's take out... I suppose Reckless Rage is pretty good against their Ledger Shredders. So let's keep that in for now. Slickshot Show Off I don't like here. I think, is Swift Spear too easily killed? Oof. Need to trim. I want Kamani faces Kakazan, yet Ching can get rid of Phoenixes. What am I getting rid of here? Maybe I don't actually want Pick Your Poison. Let's just keep one of those in. Then I think I'll get rid of the playset of Ember Heart challenges. Too vulnerable to removal. Yep, this is a better hand than last game's. Gosh, I wonder if they could have removal. Yep, Lightning Axe is okay, cost them 2 cards. Shredder, Shredder, Shredder. Shredder. Come on now. You know you want to. Good work. Yeah, they get a loot off it, but... But we've killed their Shredder. I think I'm willing to play the game here. Yep. Alright, Fire Hero. Now we've got Questing Druid to cast, well, Seek the Beast at the end of their turn. Oof. Hard casting Picklock Pranster without using its ability. That must sting. Oh, yeah, you might want to keep that, to be honest. That's pretty decent. It is going to cost me a fair amount of life. Dum. Da-da-dum. Ledger Shredder being a 3/5 is quite annoying, but this Mage Bane Lizard is doing hella work for us here. Yeah, Prophesidetic Memory is a good card. Okay, well, we like Monstrous Rage. They will have a lot of removal is the problem. Yeah, let's send all of these creatures in. Assume they have removal in their hand, but it's not certain. I think I've got to go for it here. It's worth a go. Lightning Axe is an answer, but it will cost them a lot of life. So they play that, they go to 3. I draw a card. Okay, well they are just dead here, so let's let all this resolve. And we'll just Monstrous Rage our Lizard. Fine. There was a lot going on there. So I think I'll put in Lithomantic Barrage. Take out Reckless Rage. It's probably a better answer to their Shredders and the like. Should probably put that in after the first game. Meh. I would assume they brought in their sweepers, but they didn't play any of that game. That's a fair old amount of land, but I think it's okay. Innkeeper's talent is obviously good here. Could just help grow our Mage Bane Lizard out of burn range. We'll start with a Soken Zan, just to reduce the life total loss. Reduce the amount of life we lose would be the way a normal person would say that sentence. I wonder why they chose blue here rather than why are they not choosing any red mana? That does seem to be an error. Fine. God, that Ledger Shredder triggering on both players is just wrong. Wrong on so many levels. Double Phoenix as well. Yeah, let's give this ward just to make it slightly more difficult for the opponent to kill. But I think they are going to bring back 2 Phoenixes here, so we are in a bit of a race. I mean, they may bring back 2 Phoenixes. I think they've stuffed themselves with the way they've done their lands. Don't know why you would do that, to be honest. Nope, no Phoenixes is obviously good news. No land is not great news. Give this ward as well. Yeah. I mean, they can bring back their lightning axe, but they don't have any mountains. Ooh, a manifold mouse. And we can offspring it as well, that's fun. Sadly, we don't have any other mice at the moment, but... does not matter. Don't really mind about that, to be honest, much either. Let me go down to 4. This survives any sweeper they might have, although I think they need double red for a sweeper, so... Oof. Very good. Okay, I think our opponent made a few mistakes in that 3rd game, which cost them. Sylvan Caryatid, that's another one that's coming. Tassaka as well. It's all good news. Okay, this is pretty good. We need some stuff to make it pop. But we got some good threats that we can deploy at least. I feel like I played this person before. Ooh. No. That smells like Fatal Push to me, so... Let's not present them the opportunity to use it on an Ember Heart Challenger. We'll just hold back on a Seek the Beast. Mono black. Nice. So can I plot this from here? No, I have to just cast it. Well, in which case I don't really mind if that it's going to get killed, because it draws out their fatal push, and I would have lost it anyway, so... Oh no, I'm so surprised. So they're demons. Yeah, let's just do them as much damage as we can as quickly as possible. Okay, now play a demon, would be my advice. That is a demon. That is a land, and that is annoying. It's never the card you need it to be, is it? Well, let's see what we can do. Sadly, I think the odds of them having removal for whatever I cast this Monstrous Rage on is about 1,000,000%, but we'll cast it on the Heartfire hero. Oh no, not my Heartfire hero, I'm so surprised. Ah, well. Well, that's life gain for you. So, I definitely want Pick Your Poison here. I mean, it's good against so much of what they've got going on. Maybe one wear down as well. Reckless Rage is decent. Less fussed about Manifold Mouse here. Anything that doesn't do damage as soon as it comes into play is a bit rough. Right then. Yep, this is a strong start. Double Kamanus, Heartfire heroes. It's all good. So this only adds red to cast creatures, so that is worth remembering. That is a better... land to play on turn 2. Okay, well, it's not entirely without value. Yeah, this seems to be in favour again. I haven't seen Blade of the Oni for a hot minute, but that's what people want to be doing. Who am I to argue? Right, let's get 2 creatures out with our Paw Patch. Yeah, well, yes. I mean, it being a cheap demon, I think, is why people are playing it. But let's go wild. So Bloodletter puts them to 9. Pick your poison kills them. Okay, good. Do I want Torch the Tower on the draw? I mean, it kills their Blade of the Onis, I suppose. Yeah, let's stick it in. Trim wear down and 1 show off, I think. Well, I can think of worse. Actually, I can't. A ludicrous display. Am I playing this now? No, I can't protect it. Let's wait. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Okay, that can come into play now. Followed by a command who faces Kakazan. Then at least I know I've got another creature coming. Now. Blade of the Oni I can kill. Oh, I can kill both of them, actually. So, that's... Well... I'd have to sacrifice the Kamanu to kill the Aetherborn. But if I don't, it'll just trade with my challenger. Yeah, I don't love having to sacrifice this, to be honest. Is there anything else I can do? Well, let's start with an Ancestral Anger and see what we draw. I think I'm fine to just pass with both of these now. This will flip. I can use Torch the Tower if I so choose. Yeah, Archfiend is not good. Right, well, let's open with Kumanu. Then let's sack it to kill their Gifted Aetherborn. Nope. Then let's Ancestral Anger this Ember Heart. Well, there's a lot going on here, isn't there? Play another Kamai faces Kakazan. Now if they want to trade their Archfiend for one of these, they are perfectly free to do so. We lose 2. So they're still going to have 16 life at the end of their turn, which is a lot. Yes. I think we kind of have to just see what we can do here. Don't love my options. Maybe it might work. So I go to 8. I would like to snipe this Mutavault. Really? At least they don't gain the life there, I suppose. That is a rough draw. So... nothing to target the Ember Heart with. That's cruel. So I could pass... and just play Heartfire. So if I attack... and if they don't have any removal, which seems horrifically unlikely, they block here, the Torch to the tower does something. Not much. Yeah, I think my best shout here is just playing Heartfire, grabbing Gigantha and passing. Just hoping that they don't have anything except the Mutavault. Trouble is, the longer this sticks around, they're just gaining more life. Okay. Oh, I can do the -2 damage. That's exciting. Okay, well, at least we can get rid of that. Christ. Well, they've drawn quite a lot of cards. Yes, it's not looking good, is it? It certainly looked better. And there was I, thinking these would be quick games. Yet neither of them were. Still, I think we've got a good flavour of the deck and how it operates. Yeah, Demons is a tough matchup, I would think, for that deck. Just very hard to outrun what they're doing. Still, there's some impressive stuff in there. Obviously, didn't get to see a huge amount from the offspring creatures, but you can see the value, potential value there, I think. Heartfire Hero, good. Innkeeper's Talent was doing good work. Yeah, no, decent. Probably needs a bit of refining, and I think there's a few different versions of this deck you can run. I think there's a Rakdos Prowess one as well, which we try at some point. But no, interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you've had any success or challenge with this particular type of deck, how it's played for you. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hit those like and subscribe buttons, as ever, and I will see you next time.